Hey folks! Yeah, I'm starting this video with some GIFs. Why, you ask? Well, let me explain. What started as a simple let's declutter my stuff video turned into a fully blown studio deep clean / makeover / let's change everything about this room in our apartment over several days kind of vlog. And yeah, the intro I filmed initially doesn't apply to that anymore. But I also didn't want to film a new one because the whole process is rather self-explanatory. And yeah, now you can watch me tidy in rapid speed and make some major changes in my studio area. Have fun! Hopefully you have fun. Oh, das geht ja gut los. Hey, today is the day that I declutter my studio space. Actually, I made a list. So, this is the plan. I'm starting with the big closet. That's basic stuff, just getting rid of clothes I don't like or wear anymore. There's also the stuff on top of the closet I don't want to have there anymore. And next to it we have a smaller metal closet which moved in here from the living room after Hannes built his desk, which needs some rearrangements. The metal closet, not the desk. Then there are some parts of the big iron shelf that I finally have to tidy up, as well as my arts and crafts cabinet. And lastly, and that's pretty much the biggest task, I have to empty the big dresser. My sister is going to get this, so that I can build a shelving unit for my business at that spot in the room. At this point, I wasn't even thinking about changing my whole desk area yet. So let's see how I got to that. But first, a closet declutter that would have made Marie Kondo proud. These spaghetti strap long shirts are my holy grail in winter because I'm wearing them every day under everything else. But I have those now for 7 years and they simply fall apart. Unfortunately, those are from H&M and I don't really want to buy anything from H&M anymore. So I will get rid of those and replace them with something else from a sustainable brand. So bye. I forgot all my sweatshirts. These are my winter jackets that will stay. This is the keep pile. This is the really getting rid of box. The mending pile. And this is the maybe pile. I think what I'm doing next is tidy up the keep stuff. And then we're going through the maybe pile. I actually wanted to talk about the items here, but let's be real. I'm the one who watches my videos the most, and I don't want to see me trying on stuff I'm getting rid of anyway for half an hour, so here's a fun time-lapse of the whole footage. Alright. I went through the maybe pile, and this is what I'm keeping. Not very much, as you can see. This is what I'm going to oh, my socks. This is what I'm going to sell, but first I will give it to my sisters so that they can plow through it and like take what they want. So now I will take the stuff I'm keeping, put it there, put this stuff all away, put the mending pile all away, and then start to categorize and make inventory. Okay, wow, this whole closet declutter episode takes way too long already. To be fair, I wanted to do it thoroughly, so it happened to fill a whole day, but to move on with the video, I shortly explained what I did after my closet inventory. I divided everything into summer and winter clothes to bring the ladder back down into the basement. Everything else went back into the closet.
Really are. You got a little swept up, carried away.
After that, I took down the suitcase which contained motorcycling stuff and emptied everything into a box to go under the bed. Unfortunately, these boxes don't quite fit under our bed, so we had to come up with a solution for that. But more on this later. Now I cleared out my costume drawer and the dresser to move everything into the empty suitcase. Yay! Everything costume related fits in the suitcase. Oh, that's a relief. Now the second drawer in the dresser is now empty. Then I attended the small metal cabinet. I initially stored our socks in the first two and our bedsheets in the third drawer, but came to the conclusion that this wasn't going to work. Hannes and I share our socks, so those had to go all in one drawer. Then I put Hannes's pants from the dresser into the second and my collection of knitted socks in the last one. This is actually my monster sock that my grandma knitted for me so that I could put both of my feet together in it when I'm cold, and then my feet would warm each other. The bed sheets moved back into the big closet, next to the tights, which I don't need very often. Yeah, and I had to go through those as well. At this point I was so tired already that I didn't pay enough attention to what I was actually filming, so excuse some weird camera angles or inconsistent clips here and there. The next stage of the journey was the big iron shelf. Most of it is books and memorabilia, which I didn't have to go through. The last segment though, it contained my sewing machine, the mending pile, and since not long ago, my childhood photo albums. But rather cramped and not very accessible. So I changed that and used the opportunity to clean down there as well. Finally I could start clearing out the rest of the dresser. We had our medicine chest as well as our bathroom backups in there, which I go through at least once a year anyways. This time, however, all the things would go into our actual bathroom. This is all moving to the bathroom. I hope that it will fit in our mini storage drawer thingy. I hope that this will be the last encounter for today, because I'm quite done. And lastly, Hannes helped me bring all the winter clothes down into the basement again. I'm tired.
Me too.
Hello, it's the next day. I have to go to work today, so I have roughly 1.5 hours to further declutter my stuff. That's my sewing stuff that I want to move back into my crafting closet thing. But therefore I have to empty one of the drawers in here, and I think that I'm trying to achieve this in these 1.5 hours I have now until I have to go to work. I told you earlier that the boxes we bought didn't fit under our bed. Well, my dad had a similar problem with their old dining table, and he just put some metal pieces under the legs to lift it up a few centimeters. He gave us some of these pieces, et voila! Our bed is higher now and the boxes slide under there very easily. After that, I cleared out the last dresser drawer. With that, everything related to gift wrapping moved under the bed as well, and despite postage and shipping material, the dresser was completely empty and ready to get picked up. It's still here, by the way, Emilia. I couldn't believe it. I was done with tidying up and sorting through my stuff. Yeah. But as I said in the intro, this wasn't it. Looking at my desk area, some things still bothered me. I have this huge corner desk which I built a few years ago with my dad. In the beginning I wanted it to be wood colored. To be honest, I've just been too lazy to paint it white back then, and now I didn't like the color anymore. Not only that it darkened the room quite a bit, but it also looked bright orange in all of my overhead videos I film on there, which was impossible to correct in post-production. Yeah, I didn't have the space in our flat to paint it here, and I didn't have the time to bring it back to my parents' house and do it there. Luckily, my future father-in-law lives nearby, is a hobby woodworker, and did it for me. Thanks again for that, Harald. However, the new desk color wasn't enough. It leaped in my mind that I needed a new desk chair. My old one was way too chunky for that small space anyways. Now my dad gets it for his gaming station. Also, since I'm working more from home now, I'm spending way more time at my desk. In winter, my feet get cold very fast on the hard wooden floor. So I needed a rug as well. One trip to IKEA later and ta-da! So that's much different. All that was left to do now were some tiny bits and pieces. I had this cheap faux fur laying on my old chair so that I didn't have to sit on the cold fake leather. But now it didn't fit onto the new one anymore. I cut it in half and put it back on. Now the fabric of my new seat is well protected. Then I had the fabulous idea to make an artsy vision board-esque picture collage on the one wall I didn't plan to hang up shelves. I forgot to turn the camera on, but this is what I sticked up so far. And folks, this took me the whole night, but in the end it looked awesome. The next day I went through my shelves above the desk and rearranged some things here and there. I also prepped this small container to hold my charged camera batteries. And that's it. Well, what a ride! Well, yeah, I don't know what to say anymore right now, so here are the obligatory calls. Subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye! The dresser is still here, Emilia.